Hello folks and welcome to MRReddy Automation. In this video, I will be giving introduction about Selenium in terms of its features, pros and cons. And also I will give insight about Selenium architecture. This is not practical session. We will cover some terminology and theory related to Selenium, but it is very important. Let's take a look at Selenium introduction. Selenium is a free suite for functional automation testing. Free suite means no need to take license. You can download freely without paying money and you can use it. Functional automation testing means testing each functionality of our application based on customer requirements. Means application should satisfy the customer requirement. Through automation, we have to test it. That is the meaning of functional automation testing. Free suite means it is not a single tool. You can see here, suite is a group of components or tools. Selenium is available in the form of suite. Okay, it is a combination of Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. Selenium IDE, it is used to record and playback the script. That means no need to write code. We will see it in next session. How to record and playback the script. Next one, Selenium RC. It has been deprecated. Currently, it is not available in market. It is replaced with Selenium WebDriver. That's why I marked it in different color. Okay, you can skip it. We have to focus on Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid mostly. Next, Selenium WebDriver. It is used for functional testing. It doesn't support record and playback. We have to write code to validate our application functionality. Okay, Selenium Grid. It is used to run scripts in parallel execution on test machines or in cloud environment. In previous session, I showcased just a bit about parallel execution, right? So we can achieve the parallel execution with the help of Selenium Grid. Next, it is available in the form of library. What does it mean? It is not complete tool like EFT, test complete. We have different other automation testing tools. If you see here, IntelliJ, it is tool, right? It has some interface and it has some features like file menu, edit menu, view menu, navigate menu. And through this menu, we can perform some actions. But coming to the Selenium, it is not interface. Doesn't contain any features like this. It is available in the form of jar files or DLL files. In case of Java, it is available in the form of jar files, but in case of Selenium C Sharp, it is available in the form of DLL files. As you can see here, Selenium, all these are jar files. Okay, we have to integrate with IntelliJ or Eclipse or Visual Studio. Okay, next, it is used to automate web applications. We have different applications, right? Desktop applications, mobile applications, but we can use Selenium to automate web applications only. Next, features of Selenium. It supports different languages to develop automation scripts. We can develop automation scripts using any of these languages. Java, C Sharp, Python, Ruby, JavaScript. It is the best part of Selenium. If you take any other tools like Cypress, Cypress supports only JavaScript. If you take UFT, it supports only VBScript. But coming to the Selenium, it supports different languages. As for your flexibility, you can choose any of these languages to develop automation script. And it supports multiple browsers. Next, multi-browser support. Selenium supports different browsers to execute script. We can execute script on any of these browsers. We can execute on Chrome, Edge, Firefox, and Safari. Okay. Next, it supports different operating systems. It supports Windows, Linux, and Mac. And it also supports multiple unit testing frameworks to organize our tests. We can integrate Selenium with TestNG and JUnit. Okay. Next, parallel execution. Okay, it supports parallel execution. In previous session, we have seen about this, right? I have showcased very quickly how to run scripts in parallel mode. Next, It supports headed and headless browser execution. Headed means it will open the browser and executes the script. Headless means without opening browser, it will execute the script. Next, integration with the third-party tools. So we can integrate Selenium with third-party tools like TestNG, Extend Reports, Cucumber, and Excel library in order to design robust framework and develop automation scripts. Okay. Next, testing types. Selenium supports different testing types: smoke testing, sanity testing, regression, cross-browser testing, parallel testing, data-driven testing. In previous session, I have given insight about all these testing types. If you missed it, please watch previous video to get the context. Okay. Next, advantages and limitations of Selenium. So every technology has its own advantages and disadvantages. Okay. If you see the advantages, all these features of Selenium are the advantages. Okay. Multi-language support, multi-browser support, multi-OS support, parallel execution. These all are the advantage of Selenium. Okay. Next, coming to the limitations, it has some limitations. No built-in reporting mechanism. So whenever you execute the script, by default, it doesn't generate the report. For this, we have to integrate with third-party library. That is extend report is there. We will see it. And no built-in library to handle access. Samely, we don't have any built-in library to interact with Excel files to read data. So for this, we have to integrate with Apache POI. Next, no built-in mechanism to manage and run tests. For this, we have to use TestNG or JUnit to manage the test. Okay. Next, it won't support mobile testing and desktop application testing by default. For this, again, we have to integrate with third-party library, RPM, and for desktop applications, we have to integrate with Sikoli or AutoIT. But the best part in Selenium is we can overcome all the limitations by integrating Selenium with third-party libraries. We have that flexibility in Selenium. This is the overview of Selenium. Next, let's see about Selenium WebDriver for architecture. Architecture tells us how Selenium WebDriver works internally. For a better understanding of architecture, first let's see how it works externally. For this, let me execute one automation script. Okay, I'm executing one script. What it will do, it will open application and enters data in text field. Yeah, it's opened application in browser and it enters data in name field, that is round. Okay, here script is directly interacting with application, right? It is external behavior. We don't know how the internal behavior of Selenium WebDriver, right? In order to understand the internal behavior, let's take a look at architecture of WebDriver. As you can see here, Selenium WebDriver architecture contains four components: language bindings, W3C protocol, browser drivers, and real browsers. Language bindings contains languages which are used to develop automation scripts. It could be Java or C Sharp or Python or Ruby and JavaScript, etc. Next, W3C protocol. It acts as an interface between language bindings and browser drivers. Next, browser drivers. It acts as an interface between language bindings and real browsers. Real browser nothing but it is an application. When we run the script, scripts won't run directly on browsers. Rather, what will happen means Selenium client will send code instruction to respective browser drivers through W3C protocol. So whenever you execute the script, it will send this code request to whenever we run the script, scripts won't run directly on browsers. Rather, what will happen is language bindings will send code instruction to respective browser drivers through W3C protocol. It is important. If it is Chrome related code, it will send to Chrome driver. Edge related code, it will send to Edge driver. If it is Firefox related code, then it will send to Gecko driver. If it is Safari related code, it will send to Safari driver. Here, every driver is having its own browser. Chrome driver is having Chrome browser. IE driver is having Edge browser. Sorry, it is Edge driver. Edge driver is having Edge browser. Gecko driver is having Firefox browser. Safari driver is having Safari browser. Once browser driver is received code instructions from language bindings, it will run code on respective browsers and send back results to the Selenium client through W3C protocol. In short, what we can say, Selenium automation scripts are using W3C protocol for communicating with different drivers of browsers, and these drivers are communicating with respective browsers and executing the instructions which are received from the automation scripts and send back results to the Selenium client. Okay, that is pretty much about Selenium WebDriver architecture. Guys, whatever data points we discussed in this video, like Selenium features, pros and cons, and architecture, it's completely theoretical part. So you might not understand fully. Don't worry. After a few practical sessions, you will get clear picture about each point, whatever we discussed in this video. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.